Hi, I'm Dan from Frederator, and we're counting down 107 facts on Bob's Burgers. Number 1. The original character designs for Bob's Burgers had, quote, big penis noses. But as we all know, it's not the size of the drawing, but the motion of the animation. Number 2. The show was originally intended to be about a cannibalistic family making burgers out of human flesh, but was rejected by Fox. Fox already had too many shows which featured cannibalism, including Cops and The O'Reilly Factor. Number 3. The concept of cannibalism led to the plot of the pilot, where health inspectors accuse Bob's family of being cannibals. It was like The Simpsons meets Jeffrey Dahmer. Number 4. In the opening credits, the sign on the building to the right of Bob's Restaurant changes each episode. The signs for the building in Season 1 in order are PFETA, Trot's All Natural Fertilizer, Rent Reduced Crime Scene Special, Methican Methadone Clinic, Synthesizers, Extra Moist Yog, The Horse Renderer, Attempted Crepe French Cooking School, STD Be Gone, Free Clinic, Rocky Refuge Raccoon Sanctuary, Bass Drum Emporium, Magnum GI Colonoscopies, and Chris's Brisses. Number 5. The only female character in the Belcher family that is voiced by a woman is Louise Belcher. Tina and Linda are both voiced by men, but the gender swapping goes both ways. The male Pesto twins are voiced by Sarah and Laura Silverman, who, like their characters, are siblings. Number 6. In the pilot demo for the show, the character of Tina Belcher does not appear. Instead, the eldest Belcher child is a son named Dan. Although Dan's appearance is distinct from Tina's, the two characters are voiced identically by Dan Mintz. The story of the character switch was detailed in the documentary The Emasculation of Dan Mintz. Number 7. The cast records their dialogue together for each episode. Some of the cast live in New York City, while the rest live in Los Angeles, so they record over an ISDN line. Number 8. The daughters Tina and Louise are named for the actress Tina Louise, best known as the original Ginger Grant on Gilligan's Island. Number 9. Tina is the only Belcher so far to have her middle name revealed. It is Ruth. Number 10. Bob's friend Mort runs a funeral parlor and crematorium. Mort actually means death in French and various other languages. Number 11. The Belcher kids attend Wagstaff Middle School, which is named for Professor Quincy Adams Wagstaff, the character played by Groucho Marx in the movie Horse Feathers. Number 12. Continuing this nod to the Marx Brothers classic, Louise's nemesis Logan attends Huxley High School, which takes his name from Huxley University, over which Professor Wagstaff presided. Number 13. Bob appears in the first episode of Archer's 4th season, Fugue and Riff. Number 14. Coincidentally, Bob is voiced by H. John Benjamin, who also voices Archer's titular character, Archer, the Master from Venture Brothers, and a variety of characters from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Number 15. There is an actual Bob's Burgers restaurant in Westminster, California, on Beach Boulevard. Number 16. In the episode Snakes in a Village, it is revealed that the characters live in New Jersey. Number 17. Kevin Kline, who voices Bob's eccentric landlord, Calvin Fischoeder, occasionally gets picked up from recording sessions by Meryl Streep. She's his friend and former co-star from the film Sophie's Choice. And Meryl Streep was in River Wild with Kevin Bacon. 2 moves, boom! Number 18. The most important aspect of the show is giving the Belchers, quote, small victories. Show creator Lauren Bouchard and writer-producer Jim Dotrieve say that the family's never going to travel into space, a la The Simpsons, because it's little things like catching a break on rent that make them relatable. Number 19. In 15 to 20 years, Gene and Tina will be, quote, struggling in a band. Creator Lauren Bouchard says. Kristen Shaw, the voice of Louise, thinks that her character will probably be, quote, in some kind of Jason Bourne situation. Number 20. Some episodes have taken up to a year to produce from start to finish. Its creators are willing to sacrifice the kind of up-to-the-minute timeliness of a show like South Park in order to concentrate on small details. Number 21. Benjamin thinks that Bob's Burgers are actually only mediocre. Bouchard, on the other hand, emphatically believes that they're really good. He's an artist, he says. Yeah, but are they better than Five Guys? Number 22. According to Roberts, Linda's go-to karaoke song is Barbra Streisand's Evergreen. Shaw says Louise's is Welcome to the Jungle. Murphy says Teddy's is Bob Seger's Night Moves. And Benjamin says Bob's would be Something by Neil Diamond, and offered a brief but pretty good rendition of America as an example. Number 23. Bob's Burgers' John Roberts delivered, quote, fun false facts attacks at Comic-Con. Misinformation that confused many. Number 24. Daughtry's favorite burger pun is, quote, "The cauliflower is cumin from inside the house" burger. Number 25. The inspiration for Tina's moan came from Bashard's wanting, quote, "the sound of not responding when 911 is saying, 'What is your emergency?'"
Tina, enough already, come on.
Number 26. Dan Mintz actually makes the same groaning sound as Tina when he's driving in his car. Number 27. Creator of Bob's Burgers, Lauren Bashard, was a high school dropout. Let that be a lesson to all you aspiring animators. Math isn't necessary. Number 28. Bashard's first series was called Dr. Katz Professional Therapist, which ran for 6 seasons from 1995 to 2000. And it's fantastic. Number 29. Dr. Katz Professional Therapist also featured H. Jon Benjamin as the voice of Ben Katz, one of the main characters, and son of Dr. Katz. I'm obsessed with that show. Number 30. Bob's Burgers won the Emmy for Outstanding Animated Program in 2013. Number 31. Bashard's favorite burger day of the pun is, quote, "the child molester comes with candy." Number 32. A comic book series based on the show, published by Dynamite Entertainment, began in September 2014. A soundtrack album is planned for release on September 25th, 2015. Number 33. One creative fan, Cole Bowden, has been whipping up real-life versions of Bob's Burger of the Day for almost 2 years. He documents them on his blog, The Bob's Burgers Experiment. Number 34. After becoming aware of the aforementioned Bob's Burgers themed blog, Bashard decided to team up with Bowden on a new cookbook. It's entitled The Bob's Burgers Burger Book. Let's just hope that they left out any of the original cannibal recipes. Number 35. Bashard is married to a vegetarian, so he has yet to try any of the burger recipes on Bowden's blog. Number 36. After the script is complete, the actors do a couple of takes strictly following the script, but are then allowed to improvise lines in the following takes. The editor and director will ultimately decide which lines make the final cut. Number 37. Every episode features at least one daily special. We've mentioned a couple already. They usually involve some kind of play on words that have to do with the ingredients that come on the burger, but this wordplay is often too complex or obscure to really qualify as clever. Number 38. On January 6, 2011, some of the locations of the restaurant chain Fatburger were converted into Bob's Burgers for the day for promotional purposes. Number 39. John Roberts, the voice of Linda, has stated that he often, during the partially improvised takes, attempts some jokes about Linda's period. They never make it into the final cut, which leaves him feeling, quote, "really misogynistic and gross." Number 40. According to Lauren Bashard, H. Jon Benjamin was a great friend of Philip Seymour Hoffman, whose kids were big fans of Bob's Burgers. They had vowed to have him on the show at some point, but before it could happen, the acclaimed actor passed away in 2014. Number 41. Dan Mintz wishes he had Tina's sexual confidence. Number 42. H. Jon Benjamin says that acting as Bob is a lot harder than Archer, which some may find odd because he doesn't change his natural speaking voice to do either character. Number 43. When Tina participated in the Ice Bucket Challenge, she nominated Paul Rudd, Chris Harrison, and Scott Van Slyke from the Los Angeles Dodgers baseball team. Quote, all of whom would look good in a wet, clingy t-shirt. Number 44. Paul Rudd is actually slated to appear in the next season of the show as Jericho, Tina's imaginary horse friend. Number 45. Louise may be interested in the goth subculture because her room is decorated with spooky plush toys, animal skulls, and Tim Burton paraphernalia. Number 46. Louise prefers Bob over Linda, and has since she was a baby. Number 47. Louise slaps people as a form of affection. Number 48. Louise is ambidextrous, but prefers her right hand. Number 49. Louise only poops once a week, but she makes it count. Number 50. Louise hates Canada. Number 51. Bob and Gene are both allergic to shellfish, which is odd considering they're both animation. Number 52. Gene has a phobia of snakes, but that's where the Indiana Jones parallels end. Number 53. Gene has been hiding a cat under his bed for at least 8 months. Number 54. Gene is a Sagittarius. Number 55. Every day at 4:30 p.m., Bob has a business meeting in the bathroom. Number 56. Bob has a tattoo of a caricature of his own nose and mustache on his lower back. Wonder if the tattoo is shaped like the original penis noses. Number 57. Bob has hemophilia. Number 58. Bob potty trained the kids because Linda couldn't stand the smell. Number 59. Bob is bisexual. Number 60. Linda has a favorite toilet and it's at the Royal Oysters Hotel. Number 61. Linda wore braces growing up, but then she got rid of them, revealing the stunning beauty we all know and love today. Number 62. The voice John Roberts uses to play Linda is the same one he used when making fun of his mother as he grew up. His mother, Marge, serves as a source of inspiration for Linda and is Roberts' biggest fan. Number 63. Linda is nearsighted. Number 64. Devendorf's Bakery is Linda's favorite bakery, and she often goes there with Gene. Unfortunately, she ends up on the do not feed list for, quote, abusing the free samples. Number 65. Teddy appeared in every episode of season 2. Number 66. Teddy only has one testicle. Number 67. Teddy is allergic to peanuts. Number 68. Teddy didn't become fully potty trained until he was 14. Number 69. Gail can only fall in love with men she believes Linda is in love with. Number 70. Gail made up her own board game called Gale Force Wins that involves doing odd tasks all day. Number 71. She has a bedtime ritual in which she pretends she is the sole survivor of an apocalypse to help her sleep alone. That's just good advice for all of us. Thanks, Gail. Number 72. Mr. Fish Odor's name is a pun on fish odor. What? Number 73. Mr. Fish Odor's brother Felix took out his eye. Number 74, Linda's father, Al, has a fetish for balloons. Number 75, the principal secretary, Miss Schnurr, is a martial artist. Number 76, Bob's father, Big Bob, was first voiced by John Benjamin, but is later played by Bill Hader. Number 77, Louise is the last of the Belchers to have her name in an episode title. Number 78, Bob, Louise, and other characters have appeared in episodes of both Family Guy and The Simpsons. Bob appears in the Family Guy episode, The Simpsons Guy. Louise appears in the Family Guy episode, Boop-a-dee, Bop-a-dee, and a variety of characters appear in the credits of The Simpsons episode, Homerland. Number 79. Linda doesn't have a passport, but does own at least one pair of underwear that's over 30 years old. Number 80. Bob and Linda's anniversary is the same as the anniversary of creator Lauren Bouchard and his wife. Number 81. H. John Benjamin, the voice of Bob, also voiced a can of vegetables in Wet Hot American Summer. Number 82. In an interview at this year's Comic-Con, the cast and crew disclosed that in the 100th episode of the series, someone will get stuck to a toilet. Not exactly who shot JR, but television history nonetheless. Number 83! Dan Mintz hopes that Tina will hopefully find true love someday, somewhere. But, quote, probably not with Jimmy Jr. Number 84. Kristen Schaal says her favorite episode is the Jaws episode, The Deepening, because, quote, it was so much in the court of the animators to make that joke work. Number 85. In an interview, Eugene Merman stated that the cast often records and then, quote, has a big slumber party. He may have been kidding, but the cast does seem like a big family.
Why are you doing that?
Come on.
Number 86. The band Sleater-Kinney collaborated with Bob's Burgers for their single, A New Wave. The music video featured them performing for the Belcher children in Tina's room. Number 87. In a similar style to the Simpsons credit gags, the Bob's Burgers credits have changed over time. In the first season, they remained the same in every episode. In the second season, they began to feature gags and elements from the episodes. And now they've expanded far beyond the kitchen. Number 88. The show has never used a word that needed to be censored by the network. So no mother. Number 89. In Moody Foodie, Bob is startled when Mr. Fish Odor likens him to a tumor with hair and teeth. H. John Benjamin has the voice of just such a tumor on the animated comedy, Lucy, the Daughter of the Devil. Number 90. In Food Truckin', Tina mistakes Randy for Werner Herzog. Randy's voice actor, Paul F. Tompkins, is known for his Herzog impression. Number 91. In Eat, Spray, Linda, we learn that Linda has giant hands, just like H. John Benjamin's other animated love interest, Lana from Archer. Number 92. After fan theories that Bob didn't have ears ran amok, supervising director Bernard Derriman created a diagram to illustrate their location under his hair. Take that, ear conspiracy theorists. Number 93. Though the town's name is never officially stated, the actors refer to it as Seymour's Bay behind the scenes. The show's editor's name is Mark Seymour, and they all spend a whole lot of time in his editing bay. Number 94. Hawk and Chick is one of the only episodes where the writer and director worked with the casting director to pull someone from outside their usual group of guest actors. This was for the casting of Keisuke Huashi as Hawk. Number 95. Some of the writers have considered giving the Belchers a pet, but it was decided that it would be a little too much like, quote, outing a family member, which is never a good idea. Tyree Dillahay says that Bob's reasoning for this would probably be Nope, we're too broke. Can't do it. Sorry, kids. Number 96. Dan Feibel, the writer of the episode House Trap, claims that it's based on a true story. Number 97. Eat Spray Linda was initially supposed to be a Mother's Day story, but they were scared it wouldn't actually air on Mother's Day. Number 98. There's footage of John Roberts singing the song the hotel pianist sings about Linda, quote, doing her BM in the PM. Number 99. Tina's a member of Thunder Girls Troop 119. Number 100. In the episode Itty Bitty Ditty Committee, there were 2 different songs drafted for Gene to sing when he realizes his music dreams wouldn't happen, but neither made it to the final cut. Number 101. In that same episode, there were also many drafted versions of Linda's armpit hair. Number 102. The reason Bastard and Son of a Bitch are used so much in the show is because anything worse than that will be censored by the network. Number 103. One of the show's writers, Wendy Molyneux, voices Jen the babysitter. Number 104. Benjamin talking to his vegetables in falsetto has inspired the writers. They think maybe they should get Teddy to talk to his hammer next. Number 105. Actors Dan Mintz and John Roberts have both written episodes of the show. Number 106. Show writers had many different takes on a Bob's Burgers school election episode. In the first draft, Zeke was supposed to run against Tammy. Number 107. There's now a website for women inflates a balloon, sits on it, and pops it. All it does is play a video loop of the clip. Guys, thanks for watching the video. We have a lot of fun making these. If you like the video, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and check in every week for a new 107 Tuned Up episode where we cover all your favorite TV shows and movies. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget, Frederator loves you.